Well, let me tell you something, brother. Welcome to the Real Weird Sickos podcast. My name is Charles Kahn. I am the Mask Bastard. Here we are, live. Sicko Town, Weirdsville, USA. Everybody, smash that like button. Follow us. You gotta hit like. You gotta hit follow. You gotta subscribe. You gotta do all those things. All the things that you do online with places. Because that's what we are. We're places. We're online. How you doing, Jenna?
Happy Women's History Month.
Women's history?
Yeah. You don't know?
Here, I'm going to go through women's history real quick. Women be shopping.
And
women be shopping. And
women
really,
be shopping.
I
We
can hear
do.
the voice of a proud black man.
look, she immediately, of course, has to bring up Womemes History Month. I call them Womeme because they're the meme gender. Immediately just trying to take attention away from the month that just passed, February, Black History Month.
That's right. Our proud African-American hero, B.G. Kumbi.
They should make February Black History Month and then maybe make March Black Women's History Month.
Oh, now you're talking, Kumbi. A lot of
White
people
women
don't
can
know
have a
that the
different
BG
month.
That the BG stands for Black Guy Kumbi.
It stands for Big Gangsta. Shout out to BG Knockout and BG,
God, BG
the
Kumbi's
rapper from
one of
Hot
those
Boys.
dudes. I feel like for years, BG Kumbi has made me laugh hysterically. It's the kind of laugh that I think few people can get out of me, where I have to cover my face with both hands and just start heaving laughing. Because it's not like a regular laugh. It's a very visceral, like, gut laugh. It's one of those kind of laughs of that, like, my God, he's really going there. He really did this. He really convinced everybody of this. Oh,
Look,
God.
Mr. Khan, laughing or making people laugh either with me or at me. That's all I ever really wanted to do was just make a couple people laugh, So thanks for the opportunity to get on this podcast. I know y'all ain't too big yet, but even if this just had 10 people watching, I don't care. I'm willing to put in that work and, get my grind on, put my name out there, I'm not like these other YouTubers, Justin Wang, who refuses to come on this show.
Right. He's always so busy.
Yeah, he's only got a new album coming out, a new tour he's going on.
Yada,
a couple of videos.
yada.
I don't know if he's doing daily videos, but
spare me the legitimate excuses, Charles.
I think he's working. Well, he's also a vampire. He goes out and sucks the blood of innocent people.
Yeah,
he's got
that's
lots
true.
going on. He's got
That's
a lot
true.
going on.
We talked about that at VidCon.
He's a real NYC villain.
Yeah, I mean, no shout.
A lot of people don't talk about him being a vampire, a creature of the night that sucks the blood of people.
Yeah, shout out to Wang though. He's one of my YouTube idols. One of my
he's
YouTube
great.
friends. No hate to
I feel
him.
like nobody has been in my corner earlier or more often than Wang has.
Same.
Like,
I mean,
Wang is such a great dude. He always puts everybody over.
Yeah.
He's a fellow minority.
I'm gonna have to now I know which picture I'm gonna have to use for the thumbnail.
The one of me in a do-rag, of course.
Yeah, that's because it's you. That's actually you.
That's the real BG Kumbi.
So yeah, let's get this show on the road. Too much silence. What we talking about?
Show on the road. I think people can tell I'm crying over here.
Man, the editor is gonna have so much work to do on this episode. I feel bad for him or she. I feel bad for her or him
or they or them. Come on now, let's be inclusive.
Or Z or Zer.
Make sure to use my pronouns. My pronouns are we and us.
All right, mine is
I'm we/us.
My pronoun
What's
is
your
she.
pronoun?
Mine?
Yeah, what's your pronoun, Kumbi?
My pronoun is she, it. Because if you say it real fast,
she, it.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like she, it.
Yeah. What about do you have that in? You don't have that in your. You know what? Do you have that actually in your profile? Because you don't have that in your Twitter bio, then that's not real.
It's
See,
on my Instagram bio.
It's not on your Twitter bio. No, it doesn't count unless it's on your Twitter bio. Sorry.
I can't fit it into the Twitter bio. Elon needs to make it bigger.
You totally can.
Elon Musk always trying to hold the black man down.
I will always stand against Elon Musk's agenda of hatred and bigotry. The man comes from South Africa. He's a colonizer, first of all.
Yep, first of all, everybody forgets that. Him and his emerald mines.
Yeah, the emerald mine, the unfair labor practices. The man has profited off of the backs of the African, like all white men have done throughout history. And it really rubs me the wrong way that people worship this guy. You know, Reddit used to worship this guy. This guy used to be Mr. Reddit.
I don't even think they like him on Dig anymore.
I mean, I'm just getting so heated right now. We gotta switch topics.
What the fuck is Dig?
You never been on Dig?
I've never heard of Dig. What the fuck is Dig?
All right.
You are not an internet OG.
Yeah, I feel like me and Kumbi, it's one of those things where we've circled around one another for the last 20 years online. Like both of us pulling crazy pranks and silly shenanigans and seeing the other person's work and thinking, oh man, what funny bullshit. Like there's goofy stuff that I've done, Jenna, that I just can't talk about that was really funny. But it's out there and people have seen it. People have made YouTube videos about it. It exists.
Yep, same.
Jesus.
Oh man, some of those are my favorite bits I think I've ever, just ad libs, just complete pulled out of my ass silly things I said in the moment that have become just out there. Oh, the internet is a fun place.
Hey, for real though, keep the cursing to a minimum. My parents and my grandparents watch everything I do. Please,
yes.
No cursing.
Well, ixnay on
Do
the
they
uxfay.
really?
Look, just censor yourself. Like, you know, give yourself a little pause in between the curse word. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious about that.
I'm sorry, Graham.
I'm a Christian.
I'm sorry, Graham.
Oh, this is a Muslim podcast, pal. Trying to take back Jerusalem from us.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I've been linking up with Jay Dyer recently, so I've been looking into orthodoxy. Not Judaism orthodoxy, but Christianity orthodoxy.
Nah, you got to become Orthodox Muslim.
Well, maybe
once you understand Islam, see Christianity and Islam and Judaism, they all worship the same God.
Look, if I can link up with a Muslim YouTuber, maybe I'll convert to their religion next. Who knows?
I might know one. I don't know.
Mudahar, what country's Mudahar from, son?
From Canada.
He's looking a little brown to me.
No, it's just a suntan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you stay out a little bit too long.
Canada's known for its harsh. Canada's known for its harsh
black.
sunlight in the winter.
No. YouTube told him he was black. He got
What?
He got an email from YouTube a couple of days ago, or like a week ago, or some shit, asking him to take a survey on what it's like to be a black creator. So YouTube called him black, so he's black now.
So Mudahar is just a dark-skinned white man, is what you're saying.
I mean, YouTube told him he's black, so he's black now. They literally gave him the pass. He has the pass now.
I mean, that's awesome.
He's got the pass.
I mean, isn't that what that is?
I mean, once the corporation to ask you to come to the black event,
once Google Google tells you you're something, then you're something. That's
Google
it.
has the data. If Google, listen, if we convinced Google that Kumbi is 100% African American,
well, he is.
What is it? The one drop rule? He's got the one drop. He's got way more than one drop.
Yeah, way more than one drop.
Way more. He's got a couple of jugfuls.
Dad's Jewish, mom's North African. I mean, like, I got way more than one drop. And, you know, Google, if I didn't use ad block and all that stuff, it would be confirmed. My identity would be confirmed. There'd be no more doubts. I am a 25-year-old black man.
How's your relationship with Keemstar? I haven't seen you tweeting at him lately. What's been going on there?
You know, Keemstar's just forgettable. I forget about him sometimes, you know.
Isn't he the guy who, he was like a DJ or something, right?
A killer DJ.
Local Buffalo, New York musician, something like that.
I remember who Keemstar is. He's the guy who hit that dog.
Oh, no. Yeah, he did.
That's who Keemstar is. Okay, yeah. He's gay, right?
That whole tweet was a metaphor. when he says he hit the dog, he meant he hit his ex-wife.
Oh.
Then, she walked out on him, and then he started dating the 14-year-olds.
Oh, shit.
I mean, all this is probably true. Somebody can fact check me in the comments, I'm sure. But look, that guy's got some demons in his closet, all right? He's compensating for something. All those vehicles and toys he's got, the ghetto waterfall in his backyard.
Are you actually Alex?
Who?
Are you Alex? Are you actually Alex?
He's Alex Mack. That's who Kumbi really was this whole time. He's been a liquid puddle woman.
Well, I've gone under several identities trying to infiltrate Keemstar's mansion. He's constantly looking for new groundskeepers because they keep disappearing. I think it's a front. I think what he does is he attracts illegal immigrants on purpose so he can deport them via ICE.
That's why people don't know this about Kumbi, but he once pretended to be a woman for, I think it was like 6 months or 8 months. You had like this a bra with oranges in it, and you pretended to be a woman, and you got really close to Keemstar. Like you guys banged a couple of times.
Oh, that was not
a long-term relationship.
That was not for pretend reasons. That was a real phase I went through. Me and Copper Cab.
That was love.
Yeah, I mean, me and Copper Cab both were going through a similar woman phase for a while. We thought that we were women, and I'm straight.
Use coconuts instead of oranges when I go through my woman phase.
Copper Cab is like living his life as a man married to another ginger woman. He found a ginger woman to keep the ginger gene alive. I can't believe that.
Good for him, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, this was years ago. He's changed his ways. He came back round to the Lord and married a fine woman and starting to populate the earth now. Now he just needs to pump out some babies.
What if he pumped out like 8 kids at once? If he had one of those pregnancies.
Look, I mean, I got the inside scoop. Copper Cab has been researching. He's been researching the Mennonite Church. What Copper Cab really wants to do is he wants to just get away from all this internet stuff that haunts him, And I fully support him. He's been one of my YouTube friends since the very beginning, since 2012. I fully support him. He wants to be Amish. He wants to be a real salt of the earth type guy, and I support him. Yeah, I'm being for real. Ask him yourself. Bring him on the podcast.
Amish too. I always wanted to be Amish since I saw that movie.
How is he going to come on the podcast if he becomes Amish?
They're Amish podcasters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a time limit. You got to get him on here before he converts.
Well, no, you can call. They got a phone that they can use the phone. It's okay to use the phone.
I mean, you just look at the guy. Just look at his phenotype. He's got that dang old Pennsylvania Deutsch redhead farmer salt of the earth type face going on. You know what I'm saying?
It's like he can rename himself Ezekiel.
Yeah, Jen. Hello, it's me. I'm Brother Jarls.
He's like in the gym. I'm actually looking at his Twitter now.
He's
in the gym a lot.
He looks like he could easily.
We use the gym all the time.
He could be a Jebediah.
Would you come to my gym and work out with me? The English, they like to come in and they never wipe down machines.
We have
women take a video of them. They always stare at our women.
I should be in the gym right now instead of recording this podcast. To be honest, I got people counting on me.
How many hours do you spend a day in the gym?
Well, right now I'm taking it easy, just about 2 or 3. The reason I'm slacking, honestly, 2 or 3 hours a day, that ain't gonna cut it because Sam Hyde actually wants me to start boxing.
That'd be good. That'd be good. I'd love to see Kumbi get in the ring. Go up against somebody else in the ring. Who would you fight in the ring?
Well, that's what I'm about to explain here. Is Sam Hyde wants me to give it 100%, which I'm prepared to do. But once I train for about a year, he said, then I got to prove myself because him and Keemstar are running that boxing thing together, right?
Yeah, Happy Punch.
Yeah, my first opponent is actually going to be Keemstar, and I have to whoop his A word to get my first real fight. Is what they were telling me.
I thought he wasn't fighting.
He is for Kumbi.
Well,
he's getting back into the ring.
Keemstar is the one gatekeeping me. Sam Hyde wants me to fight people, of course, and then Keemstar, with his old A word, wants to gatekeep a young brother. So I'm gonna have to prove myself by just beating him up.
How tall are you? Tell the I know I've met you and
people
I know
don't realize how tall.
Tell the audience
is.
how tall you are.
I'm about 6 foot, 7 or 8 on a good day.
That's about accurate. That's about accurate. Yeah.
I'm real skinny dude though. I'm only like 225 or so.
Start eating more ice cream and biscuits.
Yeah. I need to.
Everybody needs to start eating more biscuits.
I had to see you duck through like doors and stuff. So that's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, I gotta eat my cornbread if I'm gonna start gaining.
What about
Gotta
the
have
beans?
your
You gotta have them
cornbread, Jenna.
beans with the cornbread. Come on now.
Jenna, are you gonna finish your cornbread? Can I have your cornbread, please?
You can have it.
Thank you, Jenna. I love extra cornbread with dinner. Oh man. Oh, I chipped a tooth the other day, Jenna.
How?
Well, I was eating some cornbread, as I often do.
Shut the
and one of my back teeth just bit into it the wrong way and just.
How do you bite into cornbread the wrong way where your tooth shattered?
I was eating a chicken sandwich, as a person of my body type often does.
Yep, I had chicken. I had Chick-fil-A today, actually.
Hell yeah.
The Lord's chicken.
Yeah.
That's right. And I just bit into that piece of chicken, and I could instantly tell something was wrong. And just big piece of my tooth just powdered, done.
Oh,
well,
yep.
You actually you should actually always keep a glass of milk on hand in case that happens. Because if you lose a tooth, you can put the tooth in the glass of milk, and it'll save the tooth till you can get to a dentist.
Really?
The dentist, listen to this shit. Dentist, this S word. I'm sorry, Meemaw.
It's
I'm sorry, Meemaw.
I'll just explain it to her.
Word. The dentist said that they couldn't fit me in until June.
What the
hell? I started laughing at the girl on the phone. I said, "You joking, right?" He goes, No, June.
This is West Virginia life.
This is West Virginia. So I called.
No.
Called
This
a
is how
couple
you
other
get in.
dentists.
This is how you get in. You tell them that you have an abscess, and they have to see you like the same day because it's an emergency. Call them and tell them that you have an abscess. So you have a big bulb on the side of your mouth, and it's hard for you to talk, and it's really painful. They'll see you right away, and then when you get to the dentist's office, just say that the bulb like broke.
Ugh.
Which it can. Like you could say your abscess popped, but that's one way you can cheat the system, because if it's like that's like a life-threatening infection, and they have to see you same day.
I called another dentist, and the girl there was like, "Oh yeah, we can get you in the 27th." And so now I am just writhing in terrible mouth pain as I have this back tooth that's just snapped off in my mouth.
This is what you do. You just warm water with salt.
Bro, please brush your teeth.
I can't believe Nurse Jenna here.
Gargle with that like a few times a day. That's the only way.
Kumbi, I brush my teeth 19 times a day. I floss every day.
I think what Joe Biden should do.
Always want to throw Motrin on everything. You can't Motrin away your problems, Jenna.
Well, it's anti-inflammatory.
Oh,
the pain is from
there's
inflammation.
There's nobody more inflammatory than me and Kumbi. We're very inflammatory fellers.
Listen,
if salt water,
I'm inflamed right now.
What Joe Biden should
I'm
do,
flaming.
Since Joe Biden is so concerned with public health, I have a public health campaign that I want to implement if I'm ever president.
Good. Let's hear it. Kumbi for president.
It's called the Brush Your Tongue and Wipe Your A-Word campaign.
I like it.
Well, if you've gone in public lately, you'd notice that people smell like crap.
They do. Especially fatties. A person's ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Persons of big buttitude. I'm trying not to curse.
Lard ass.
Yeah. Persons of lard. POLs. POCs. Persons of calories.
Oh
persons of calories.
I fucking can't.
These POCs out here, they just always eating. They'll go to Chick-fil-A and spend $30, Jenna, for one person. That's a lot for one person. $30.
People are just disgusting.
That's a lot of Chick-fil-A. Okay, you can't do that, and you can't do it 3 days in a row either. That'd be real weird. Make you a real weird sicko.
People are just disgusting in general. Like they don't brush their tongues, they don't wipe their booties.
Nope.
It's like their parents never taught them. Yeah.
They never wash behind their ears. They don't shave properly. Like there's guys walking around with like half a beard on. It's like, what the hell?
Look, I'm telling you, I bought a tongue scraper and it changed my life.
Really?
Yes. It removes so much crap off your tongue. Just try it. You'll be disgusted with yourself. You'll be like, how did I ever live before that? How did I ever kiss a woman or a man before this?
You know, whenever I kiss a woman or a man, I like to have my tongue especially scraped clean, because otherwise it just ain't it don't feel right when you kiss a woman or a man.
Yeah, I mean, what's great is if you have a partner that like does it for you. You know, they scrape your tongue with their tongue. You know, if you're really
like
into
the
that
movie Ghost.
Yeah, if you're into that freaky stuff.
I understand.
Like me.
You're into freak stuff, huh?
Yeah, I am a man of many freaky fetishes.
All right. What's some of
Let's
some of the fetish play that you get into, Kumbi? What are you up to at these fetish clubs? Meemaw needs to know.
Well, I mean, I don't attend fetish clubs. That's for weirdos. That's for real.
Yeah.
That's for real weird sickos.
Yeah.
Ew.
What kind of stuff is Kumbi up to?
But no, I do admit that I'm a very freaky person. I hold all kinds of freaky fetishes close to my heart, you know, and I respect.
You into toes? You toe man?
I'm actually not a feet.
Lion?
I'm actually not a feet guy, surprisingly. But
armpits? Are you an armpit feller?
I can appreciate a nice armpit.
Hairy
or
no hair?
No hair. You know, let those pheromones just sing for themselves, you know? But yeah, I respect people with freaky fetishes, you know, like all the crap I talk about PewDiePie, but deep down I have a level of respect for him because that man is a freak.
He likes his hair. He likes armpits with hair. That's
you think all this,
PewDiePie.
Yeah, that's why he married an Italian woman. He likes him hairy.
Yep.
I mean, you think all this cuck stuff's a joke?
Who's a cuck?
He is.
No, he's not.
You think I'm joking in my videos that I've made?
What they're up to in Japan. Wasn't there a blog about this or something on one of his little videos?
All those videos I've made over these years, you think I was lying on his name? That man is a freak.
Who is the biggest cuck on YouTube?
PewDiePie.
Really?
And I'm the bull. And you know, and in the
Kumbi
beginning,
flies to Japan 3 times a week.
What's crazy is I wasn't the only bull in the beginning, but I did the job so well, they had me as the main bull. I bulled up on the other bulls.
There's an alternative bull?
Well, they had tertiary, they had quaternary bulls.
Is there a situation where the bull comes in, but there's already another bull there? Does that first bull have to bully the second bull? What happens? Does that bull then become a cuck? If the bull's been cucked, does he sit with the cuck in the cuck chair and be like, "So you come here often?" As the bull does the bullying.
I've personally never been in a situation like that because you know
have 2 bulls.
If I'm on call as your bull,
like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters, you just don't do it.
Wait, are bulls on call?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been on call before for several YouTubers, including PewDiePie.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I mean,
wow.
Look,
that's an exclusive, Real Weird Sickos exclusive. You've been on call bull for PewDiePie multiple times.
But here's the thing, though. If I'm on call as your bull, I get written agreements. If I'm on call as your bull, there will be no other bulls. There is no other bull crap going on. You know what I'm saying? I am the only bull if I am on call.
Would you follow in a orgy if you saw Dennis Rodman walking out of the train situation? Would you follow him? Because he's a rebounder, so he would definitely follow you. But would you follow him?
Is that the basketball player that has AIDS, or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't think he has AIDS.
Am I thinking of Magic Johnson?
Magical Johnson. He has AIDS. I believe it's he's got the HIV, but I could be wrong.
Okay, Magical Johnson.
Would know more than I would. Jenna,
he never had full blown AIDS.
He never had full blown AIDS.
Well, his HIV. Johnson was magical. That's why they call him Magic Johnson.
I thought
that is actually why.
Jenna, in your medical expertise, can you explain the difference between HIV and AIDS to us?
HIV is the virus that causes AIDS. It's an immunodeficiency disease.
Okay, so it causes AIDS no matter what. If you have the HIV, you get AIDS.
And you don't die of AIDS, you die of complications of AIDS. And a lot of people
you have the flu or something, right?
Yeah, if you get pneumonia or something, you're pretty much fucked. You're dead. Your body can't fight off infection. It can't take any kind of illness. You're pretty much just fucked. So people are they died of AIDS. It's no, nobody actually dies of AIDS. They just die of.
We was in a hotel flipping the channels, and there was we were watching cartoons. There was an advertisement on the cartoons for AIDS pills. You take these pills if you think you're going to be sexually active, and it'll prevent AIDS. And this was at 8 or 9 in the morning. We were watching cartoons, and it was advertising AIDS pills. This regular ass TV. This wasn't the internet targeted ads, like the schizophrenia ads I keep getting.
When was this?
This was within the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say,
very happy fellas, like they were holding hands and looking at each other lovingly.
Well, I
and then
kind
the
of
voice
think
comes on and says, "If you're going to be sexually active, you got to have these pills, Kumbi. You need these pills. Otherwise, you're getting the AIDS. If you're going to go out there and fool around with all these dudes, you gotta have these pills."
Yeah, I just want to say thank y'all both for educating me. As a member of the LGBTQIA community, I should have been educated on this topic, and I wasn't.
I didn't know you were into AI.
So thank y'all for educating me. It's no, not AI, IA.
Oh, IA. Oh,
you need to explain. You need to actually like.
He's actually an Israeli American.
Please educate Charles. He doesn't understand.
Well, I stands for interracial, I think.
Oh yes, of course.
And then A is asexual. Definitely not asexual. Man.
So does that mean that I'm part of the LGBTIA community?
Well, yeah, you're in an interracial relationship, right? Well, wait. No, you're not, because Mutahar, I thought he was just a dark-skinned white dude. I thought he wasn't
black.
actually.
No, he's black. Google has deemed him black, so he is black.
I thought he was Indian or Muslim or something.
No.
I mean, I'm just confused at this point, but yeah, I've been
very dark.
Either way, it's interracial. So I'm part of the LGBTQIA.
I mean, yeah,
I learned
me too.
Something today. Neat.
Every relationship I've had has been interracial, to be honest.
Oh, really?
So a lot of people don't know this, but Kumbi's often been accused of chasing Asian women.
Oh, really?
He's very much into Asian women. He prefers their tiny feet to American women's huge honking feet.
No. You got me all wrong.
Feet.
You got me all wrong there.
That's what I heard, man. That's what people are saying about you.
I have always been
big feet.
No, I've always been into black women.
Oh.
See, here's the thing. I'm white passing. All right. So whenever I am talking whenever I'm talking to a black woman in the club, I put on like my white voice, my white passingness kicks in.
What's your white voice? Let's hear it. I want to hear the white voice. I have to hear the white voice.
I just approach him and I'm like, "Hello, how are you doing tonight? What's your name? What's your sign?" I start talking all prim and proper with them. They love that.
Yeah, they do.
I wonder if I can do a white voice, Jenna. I do a lot of these silly voices. Let me try. Hello there, Jenna. What is your have you been studying astrology? It's a full moon going into Uranus this month.
You kind of sound like a really dorky Chris Hansen.
Good thing.
Chris Hansen is really dorky, but you sound like a dorkier version.
I'm just a nice white guy, I'm not any kind of minority. I'm just a regular Christian white out here.
Good thing we're not on video. I'll show you a full moon.
Listen, if you showed me the full moon, I always wanted to do this bit for a movie where somebody moons somebody like that, gives them the full moon pressed ham, and then the guy turns into a fucking werewolf. Just a big, just slow transformation into the wolf man.
All right, we'll write that into the movie.
I really want to see that in a movie. There's a couple of things I've always wanted to see in a movie. That's one of them. I want to see a full mooning, and then a person turns into the werewolf, and it's treated super serious.
It will be written into the BG Kumbi movie, which is in the works, and you're gonna produce it, right, Mr. Khan?
That's the rumor going around, that I was gonna buy a producer hat and be all, hello, I'm a film producer. Look at me.
Excuse me, please. This is all news to me. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah. Right, let me just talk for a little bit about it.
All right,
just a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so
Kumbi, funny internet man, has a dream. He has an idea of making a motion picture. The BG Kumbi big movie.
The BG Kumbi movie big picture show is officially in the works. I mean, I got a crew. I got a director myself. I got a writer myself. I have a personal assistant, my friend Glockenstork. I have a cast, Papina Stewart, Eggman, of 4chan fame.
There you go, the Eggman. Eggman is one of my favorite people in the world. Love Eggman. I can talk to Eggman for hours at any time.
Yep, love
Such
Eggman.
A fun dude.
And we got a new member joining the crew named Grant Rommel of Thousand Island Supreme on YouTube. And this is going to be a real big thing. It's going to be an actual movie. Fundraising for it right now. the link to it. Hopefully you guys can put it in the description of the video, and it's in the description of my newest video on my channel. I'm going to be plugging that GoFundMe for a couple months, you know. We're going to get this thing funded. It's going to be a real film. It's not going to look like a crappy YouTube video.
I like that.
And I'm sort of I guess I'm a producer on the movie, I guess is the title.
Yeah, and Mr. Khan has given me mixed signals, but he said he would produce for me.
Mixed signals. I want to create a motion picture experience, Jenna. That's what I want. I want to make the BG Kumbi Big Movie Show as big as possible. I want to be able to take what Kumbi's got and make it into an actionable script with figure out the budget and figure out who needs to be where, when, the scheduling and timing of things, and
yeah, I mean it's gonna be legit.
A legitimate, like, this is real. This isn't a bit. Now we never do bits on this podcast. It'd be silly.
Never.
No. I legitimately would like to produce this movie and make it into the best product that it could possibly be. And get it as many places as I could on as many platforms and things as I can.
Yep. I mean,
that's my goal.
I got the crew. I got my little minions. Like, we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah. It would be cool.
How big is your crew?
Well, what? Glockenstort, Mr. Khan, Papina, Eggman, Grant Rommel, myself. Well, that's 6 people right there.
Hell, that's all you need. So where are you going to film this at?
It'll be filmed in Kentucky. It's a pretty centralized location, and it works out for most everybody. The biggest problem is we're going to have to figure out everybody's schedules. Hopefully we can get this done by, end of summertime. Yeah.
It'd be nice. It would be nice to get, because, the movie's kind of made multiple times over. So you have the first phase of a movie, writing the thing out. Then the movie really gets made when it's actually shot and filmed. That's a version of when the movie's made. But the final edit, like having the movie edited down, and there's some people we know who do editing who I'll try to rope in and work with. That final edit of the movie and honing it down like Japanese steel and trying to make it make sense and turn it into something, having those 3 times to try to make the movie, the more that I can get our ducks in a row early on, so that when we actually film the thing, that all goes super smooth. Like, it's just like plugging everybody's pieces in, having all the blocking and everything down, having gone through read-throughs.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want. I want this movie to be as big and crazy and fun and real as a movie can be.
Yeah. It's going to be a real 90-minute motion picture submitted to film festivals. Like, we're going to do this thing.
I like it. I'm interested. This is interesting. Like, so how long is it going? What's your running time with it?
Well, like I said, it'll be about 90 minutes, I'm thinking. It's going to be a real motion picture.
Movie.
Movie. That's real.
Right.
That's real.
Yeah.
If you had to do all the old style tricks of, all right, here's a 1.5 minute long, title sequence. Here's 10 minutes of credits on an 84-minute running movie. I watched one the other day called The Barbarians, Jenna. Have you ever seen The Barbarians?
It rings a bell. I'm not sure I've seen it.
It's a motion picture from the 1980s from some B-movie studios where these 2, they were brothers, okay? They were brothers who are trained as gladiators. Everybody in their family's killed. Their mother was taken captive by an evil barbarian king. But then when the barbarian brothers grow up, they're these big, handsome stud guys who are twins. They're twin brothers who were bodybuilders. And that was what they became called, was the Barbarian Brothers, because they played in this movie called The Barbarians. And it was a very silly, crazy movie with lots of, like at one point they behead a werewolf guy. And the one barbarian brother picks it up and starts shaking it in the girl's face. Like, ooh, look at this guy. And the other brother's laughing. It was a fun movie. Michael Berry was there. Michael Berryman. You would know him as the weird-looking guy from The Hills Have Eyes. Mm-hmm. He played a character in the movie. It's a weird-looking dude. Love that guy. Like, that's a guy who has a face for movies. It was a fun movie. It wasn't necessarily an A picture. You know what I mean by an A picture? Like, this wasn't like Top Gun. Like an A movie. This was a B movie, like plays, later at night, plays late on cable. That like now a lot of this stuff goes direct to DVD, direct to streaming, but there's an audience for it. There's a place in the world for a movie like The Barbarians where, and this movie looked, compared to a lot of like lower budget stuff now, there were a lot of crazy costumes, a lot of big set pieces. They had, the chainmails and swords and things. Like there was a lot going on. They had a lot of extras running around as weird characters. There was a lot going on in this movie.
One more thing
to me.
One more thing I want to say about the movie is like the Kickstarter goal. I think it's $2,500 right now. We'll up that because we got a couple months. If we can meet the goal, we'll try and raise more money. Like we're gonna get this thing done, but just in case it doesn't pan out, I just want it to be on the record that all the donations will be refunded. Like I'm not gonna take the money and run here like Keffels specifically.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't even get me started.
This is addressed at Keffels.
Don't get me started on Keffels.
I've never heard of them before.
Or any other creator out there who's taken their fans' money and ran. There's a lot of them.
Yep. Let's name and shame. Name and fucking shame. Let's go.
Well, really, the only one that comes to mind is Keffels because every time I think about her, she really pisses me off. She blocked me for no reason.
Who is this Keffels? What does she look like? What does she do?
She did me too.
I gotta admit though,
never heard of them.
She got some nice booba. I gotta admit.
She's got booba?
I mean, they fooled me. I didn't even know she was trans.
Wait, what?
Okay, so
I gotta Google this. You're telling me there's booba. I gotta Google them.
Look, the quick rundown.
There's no way you haven't heard of Keffels, Charles. No way.
I don't know who this is. I don't know. Listen, Jenna, you think I'm online all day? I got work to do.
I do.
I mean, you
movies.
are.
I got other things going on.
Okay, so go ahead and Google Keffels.
Holy Jesus! Look at these knockers.
Yep. The short version is she is a cocaine and drug addicted trans. What? Yeah, she's a cocaine and drug addicted trans Twitch streamer / YouTuber who started a bunch of beef on Twitter.
People do that on Twitter?
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Then she
I don't really use Twitter a whole lot, but I've heard of it.
She lied about a lot of stuff and then started a GoFundMe, raised $100,000 and took the money and ran.
Oh.
Is that that's everything Kumbi's saying, but I don't know anything about it. I disavow all of this.
Then said that she feared for her life.
I fear for my life.
Yeah,
I'm fearing for my life right now,
and then
Jenna.
A few weeks, and
I'm
then maybe
fearing for my godforsaken life.
2 weeks after saying she was fearing for her life, I think it was about 2 weeks. She shows up at TwitchCon and tells everybody, like, this is where I'm going to be at this time if you want to meet up. But this is a person that
TwitchCon where that girl jumped into the foam pit and busted her back.
Same TwitchCon where the girl broke her back. It's 4 p.m. Who want they backy broke.
That's
that was
one.
Pretty funny. I can't believe, and I'm not laughing at her falling and busting herself.
She had a miscarriage.
That was sad.
It made her have a miscarriage.
Yeah, that's sad. That's awful. It's funny that Twitch allowed that to happen. That's what's funny.
Yeah,
that there's such a joke.
There was so much incompetence.
Such a joke. They're a joke. Yeah, how dare you have a foam pit that is like 1 inch thick? Yeah, like Kumbi wouldn't do that. Kumbi would have the nicest foam pit you ever seen. It'd be like 4 foot deep. A fat woman could jump into that foam pit.
At KumbiCon.
I would have a ball pit.
Wouldn't that be cool if we had KumbiCon?
Bring ball pits back.
Hell yeah.
The kind that little kids could get lost in. Those kind of ball pits.
What if we had Con, Jenna? The Charles Con.
I like it.
Con Man Con.
Con Man Con.
Ooh, we could get all the con men together.
Ooh, Kumbi Con.
You steal money from the fans.
Can we dance the What if we dance the can at the con?
Yeah.
Can we dance the can at the con?
Can dancers at can dancers at Kumbi Can Con.
I can do anything you want me to.
Would you drink cans of Coke at the can con?
I prefer Pepsi, but yeah.
You're a Pepsi man?
We getting like a brand deal here?
I like Dr. Pepper. I'm a Dr.
Corp,
Pepper man.
Are you listening? Let's go.
I mean, I'm down for whatever.
I think a lot of our audience, Kumbi, a lot of our people, they prefer Faygo.
I was about to say, we're more of a Faygo. I swear to God, in more episodes than not, we end up talking about.
I mean, this is like
I've never tried Faygo.
You've never tried Faygo?
I've never tried Faygo. I've never seen it anywhere to buy it.
I'm gonna do my impression of the Insane Clown Posse now. You never tried Faygo? Hey, what's up? It's me. I'm the Insane Clown Posse. How you doing, Kumbi?
Faygo, I'll make your brain go.
Clown?
Splat out your head, yo. Like, that's
I met Malenko. He gave me 3 wishes. That night, I fucked 3 fat bitches.
Yeah, that's an ICP song right there, but by God, I love them. I love ICP.
Heroes. Absolute heroes of not only the internet, of creators everywhere. Every content creator should worship at the altar of what the Insane Clown Posse has been able to do. Kiss crawled so that Insane Clown Posse could run.
Yeah.
You know, I always say what you want to find are your juggalos. Our juggalos are out there, Kumbi. Our juggalos are waiting for us. They just need to find us. And they need to drink Faygo. They need the moon mist. They got to have it.
Yep. One of my dreams has been to go to Gathering of the Juggalos. And sadly, I haven't been able to make it yet.
I would like to perform at the Gathering of the Juggalos. I don't know if I'd want to go there because there's a lot of chaos and like I would do it as a gig. So
Moon Mist is just Mountain Dew, is just ICP Mountain Dew. I just looked it up.
No, it's not ICP Mountain Dew.
Are you sure about that?
Jenna, please. Moon Mist is a totally different thing.
There's
also Red Pop.
What y'all know about Sierra Mist?
Nothing. It's gone now. It's now Starry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the projects. Like,
Starry.
We didn't even have Sprite. We had Sierra Mist.
Hey, we don't got no Sierra Mist. We got Starry. Hey, Kumbi, how you doing, baby?
Good, baby.
You looking pretty good, Kumbi.
You seem kind of bashful, Mr. Khan.
Oh, I'm not Mr. Khan. My name. Oh, look at me. I got a good name. My name's Charlene.
I'm from the projects of New Orleans.
From the projects. Come on, baby.
I grew up in the 9th Ward. That's where Big Gangsta started.
Give me a big kiss, Kumbi. Come on, give me a kiss.
With Big Frida, you know, with BG and the Hot Boys and Lil Wayne. I knew that man growing up.
You knew Lil Wayne?
Yeah, you ever hear about how Lil Wayne...
He used to be called Lil Dwayne, but he didn't like that name, so he dropped the D. He got the D out of there. A lot of people don't know that about Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Birdman made him drop that D, you know what I'm saying?
He dropped the D.
Yeah, man. You know that story, Lil Wayne actually got saved by a white cop when he was like 12.
Is that true?
Yeah, Lil Wayne shot himself on accident, and a white cop actually saved him.
That's crazy.
Literally picked him up and carried him out. He could have left him for dead, but he didn't. It's actually a true story, yeah.
And I was in the room. And that cop's name, Derek Chauvin.
Oh,
I was in the room when it happened.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
I was in the room when it happened.
Have you heard what's going on with the Wii U? There's an issue with the Nintendo Wii U. If you don't plug in and use your Nintendo Wii U, if it sets for so long, it will brick itself. There's something in the software and the memory that's going bad on them.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. Nintendo, once again, Nintendo screws over the average black man.
Wait, what about the Nintendo Wii U? All I know
Wii U
is that
they've been bricking.
Yeah, one of my favorite rappers, Playboi Carti, he can't get his samples cleared because he sampled some Japanese artist. You know, they real stingy with that copyright.
They do a little stinging, huh?
Nintendo especially, they gambling with the copyright.
You know, I do a Japanese voice too, Kumbi.
I mean, do we want to hear that?
Hello there, Kumbi. It's me, Charles Khan.
Oh, that's not nearly
Jenna.
as racist as I thought it would be.
No, it's not. You would think that I would do something racist on our own podcast. Oh my.
Wow, that's actually a really good Japanese voice there.
Yes. I've been working on it for many years.
You sound like George Takei.
Actually, it's pronounced George DeGay.
No.
George DeGay, sort of pedophile.
Oh my.
Really? Oh, okay. What's the story behind that? I've never heard this story. I never knew this.
I don't know. He was on Twitter talking about some like young boy he had a relationship with or something. I don't know. All those Hollywood people are freaks.
I think the funniest thing with George Takei.
Helly weird. It's not Hollywood. It's helly weird.
Funniest thing with George Takei. I'm sure Kumbi has heard of the Howard Stern Show before.
Oh, of course. Yeah. It was my dream since I was a little kid to be part of the Whack Pack.
So George Takei
I wasn't
would come
retarded
into town and be their announcer and stuff, right? The dudes on that show were prank phone calling a guy who had he had like one of these public access shows, and it turned out he had a world record sized penis, and so they invited him on the show to show off his penis, and it was a big penis.
Oh, Jonah Falcon.
I think that was the guy's name, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they had him on with George Takei, and George is looking at the penis and goes, actually, I'd like to touch. And they go, well, go ahead, George. Like, come on, like, take a look at it. And George goes over and kind of, tugs on the guy's thing. George was a little too excited on that guy's wiener. The guy had to kind of pull away from him. George was a little too excited. And if I recall correctly, George came in the next day and said, well, it finally happened. I went home to my husband, and he was mad about what I did on the show. It was terrible.
Yeah, Jonah Falcon. Don't ask me how I know that name, but I mean, I remember
the guy has a big,
yeah.
This guy's dick was like 14 inches, 15 inches.
How big was it? Okay.
It's a big dick. It's a big one.
A guy claims to have the world's largest penis.
It was a peckaroo. I'll call it a peckaroo. It was
I'm going to learn his name.
Peckaroo. This tallywhacker. Now I'm going to look it up, Jenna. I'm going to look up the tallywhacker to get you an accurate measurement of how big Jonah Falcon's peckaroo was.
Thing about that dude is he kind of looks like the Chud meme, if you ask me.
Yeah,
and
he looked like the Chud. He looked like this goofy little Chud.
Yep.
All right, his penis is the world record. According to this, he has the largest penis in the world, 13.5 inches.
Ouch.
Oh my, that's one big dick.
That's ouch. That's ouch.
Oh my. Actually, I'd like to touch. Because they were able to isolate George saying that.
Okay, but wait.
And he said it super creepy like that. Actually, I'd like to touch. He was doing the ASMR thing. Wait a minute.
Okay, but is it 13 soft?
Yes.
What the? So what is it erect?
This feller's got, I have a broom that isn't as long as what this guy's walking around with.
Oh, no. How does he live?
Probably as happy as anybody else.
No, you can't be happy with something that big. Nobody.
Oh, yes, he can.
No.
Yes, he can. He was a baseball player. He wouldn't use a bat. He'd just use his penis. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And there he goes now, a long fly ball all the way out to center field. It's a home run.
Wait, so he whipped it out on Howard Stern.
Yeah.
And they measured it with the fucking tape measure or something.
Yeah. And George Takei fondled it. I'm just reporting the facts now. This isn't like what Kumbi was saying earlier that we had to disavow because it may or may not have been true about this Truffles person. Truffles? Yeah, this Truffles.
Keffels.
That's who it was.
Keffals.
Those were some nice big jugs, though. I'm not gonna lie, Kumbi.
Yeah, that doctor.
Not joking around.
That doctor did a good job.
Put them right out there.
I've seen some botched jobs, so yeah, I would have to agree.
Kumbi, what if as a bit, me and you went and got breast implants? Just as a bit. We get breast implants, wear them for a year, see how people feel.
Like the Canadian teacher, yeah.
Everywhere we get. But we get real ones. We don't get the wearable ones. We get
walking around in his neighborhood,
Well, listen, Jenna, he only feels like a woman when he goes to work.
That is.
There's a guy at Google used to do that.
Yeah, he's gender fluid, so if he only feels like a woman when he wants to go to work, that's fine. Just like when I worked in gaming at a large gaming campus, there was a guy who would come in like that. He'd come in as a feller, and then he had a wife and kids and everything. He'd come in, he'd go in the bathroom, and then he'd walk out as a she. Yeah, I mean,
a lovely young lady.
I'm gender fluid too.
She would walk
one man, one jar. Just
she would walk in and she would
kisses his wife and kids.
Command respect.
Goes into the bathroom and sits on a jar up his ass, and it breaks in his ass, and then he just takes the pieces of glass out of his ass and kisses his wife goodbye and goes to work.
Jesus.
Do you think Glass asked if that was the first glass he shoved up his ass?
Absolutely not. He was very well versed, and how
many glass jars do you think you shove up your ass, Kumbi, before they bust?
I really don't want to find out, honestly. I mean, that just doesn't sound like a It doesn't even sound like it'd be funny. Like it.
Oh, I think we could fit a few jars up your ass. What if they were mason jars and they were filled with something like apple butter? You put some nice apple butter up your ass in a jar.
I mean, that just doesn't sound pleasurable at all.
Oh, come on. It's apple butter. Everybody likes apple butter. Jenny, you like apple butter, right?
I love apple butter, actually. Yeah. I like putting them on my pork chops.
But you don't like shoving them up your ass, though.
No. I don't like putting anything in my ass.
You don't put anything up your ass? Nothing?
Like, it's exit only.
We've really gone way off the rails this episode, haven't we?
It's so surprising.
Yeah, what are we even talking about?
We're talking about the BG Kumbi big movie show.
Yeah.
The biggest movie ever.
I was trying to say that I was gender fluid too, just like the Canadian teacher.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Like he feels like he's a woman when she goes to work, right? Which is fine. They're gender fluid. Because I'm the same way. Like, I'm gender fluid too, but only in the case that I would ever have to go to prison. If I ever have to go to prison, then I'm a woman.
You'd be gay for the state. Or not even gay. You'd be a woman.
Yeah.
You'd be a woman for the state. Yeah.
If I ever go to prison, I'm a woman.
That Kool-Aid, put it around your lips.
Put me in the woman's prison.
I identify as a woman every time I come on the podcast. Every podcast I'm on, I'm a woman. I also identify as a doctor.
You got pretty privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Dojangles could probably talk about that. Pretty privilege. Like when you're a pretty white woman, like, you know, at least an 8 or 9, you know, you just get treated differently in this world.
That happens.
I don't know if I'm like an 8 or 9. I don't know about any of that.
I'd give Jenna the solid 10. She gets the 10.
That's
If Bo Derek's a 10, Jenna's an 11.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, that's one thing, you know, I've learned as an adult coming into adulthood is I'm ugly.
You are not ugly.
So
I've made peace with it. I'm ugly.
Where can we find the ugliness of Kumbi online? Where do people follow you? Where do people like? Where do they subscribe for you? What's the at?
Well, the main thing is on YouTube at BG Kumbi.
YouTube. BG Kumbi. That's Kumbi. Come by.
Got Instagram and Twitter at Real BG Kumbi.
Very nice. Very nice. I like synergy. Everybody can follow us at Real Weird Sickos on Twitter, at Real Weird Sickos on Instagram now. We're on Instagram.
Yeah, go do it.
Doing the same old stuff. People can find me at youtube.com/CharlesCon. I'm all over Twitter, mask_bastard. You know, for that sort of stuff. I got other things there. Jenna, you are at Dojens?
Mm-hmm.
What's the YouTube?
Same as this. And then I
Dojangles.
have an Instagram. I don't fucking remember what my Instagram is.
I think it's Doj. You're Doj on Instagram.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. And everybody like, subscribe, listen to more Real Weird Sickos.
Wait, is this the end of the show?
This is the end of the show. Welcome to the end of the show. It's the end of the show.
I didn't even have a chance to plug everything.
Plug more.
What else you got?
More.
What do you got? What's the big project?
Well, the movie is the big project. You know, check that out. Link in the description.
Show starring BG Kumbi, the Eggman. Who was the other people?
Follow Eggman.
Love the Eggman. He is the Eggman.
We love
Papina Stewart. Thousand Island Supreme.
That was the other name. I couldn't remember. I had it wrote down somewhere, but my notes are. I shoved my notes up my ass.
Glockenstock.
I put them in. I put the notes in a bottle and I shoved it up my ass. It had apple butter in it. Okay. I think that's the end of the podcast. Goodbye, everybody. We love you. Goodbye.
See you later, everyone. Thanks for having me on.